Yes. Another one of these ear podcast things. Don't know why I'm doing this accent. We're not even doing folk horror.
And we upgraded. We're on the iPhone 16 Plus now.
This is now being recorded on an iPhone. We haven't been paid by Apple, though I think we should be. To be perfectly honest with you. We should be paid by everyone, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, well, horror. Horror.
What are we talking today?
We watched... I've been teaching him about horror. And so we watched an absolute Stonewall classic, didn't we? We watched... Do you remember what it's called?
Forgot.
The Exorcist. Yeah. Absolute, consummate, top-notch, Class A horror film. And anyone who sits there, and I think sits there and says, it's a bit old, and it's not as frightening as you think it is.
It's pretty freaky.
Get down the beach, mate. Seriously. No, it's fabulous, isn't it? Well, did you? This is your first time of watching it.
Well, for all them young'uns out there, don't repeat this.
Well, there you go. Whatever that was, I don't know. But I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, sometimes the way Stephen is, I actually think we need to get an exorcist in for him.
An excellent day for an exorcism.
Maybe you.
Anyways, so. The Exorcist. Let's just go through the basics of it. You have Linda Bear. Linda Bear?
Are you alright?
I'm Linda Bear. Because she's really hoarse. Now she's a horse. Linda Bear and the horse. Linda Blair. Linda Blair.
I don't even know what we're doing nowadays.
No, I've never figured it out in the first place. I don't know what this is all about. I haven't got a Linda Blair, actually. I was supposed to have I was going to get a Regan, but I haven't got it yet, so I need to buy myself a Regan. Then we'll get some more horror toys going on. I do have some of them. But yeah, so Linda Blair plays Regan, who's this young girl, and they're in Washington, and her mother is an actress, and some old priest pisses off a demon called Pazuzu. Am I right?
And then she just goes mental and starts stabbing you know what.
What is it she says?
I forgot.
Good. But basically, yeah, she gets very inappropriate with the crucifix, doesn't she?
Yeah, she starts
rather inappropriate. Sometimes I don't know why I let him watch these things. Anyway, so it does get quite gruesome, and it does get very weird. There's that kind of weird bit when she goes...
and almost breaks her neck.
like that. And the pea soup puke.
Ugh. I've just eaten a salad before we started recording, and I hope I don't bring it up. I'm sorry if I do.
So there you go. So that's the sort of anyway that goes on. Then a couple of priests come in and she kills someone on the way. So, but the whole thing takes place. Well, not the whole thing, but a lot of the action takes place. A lot of the horror action takes place in Regan's bedroom, and it's proper spooky.
Very
genuinely scary. Did you find it scary? Were you scared by it?
I was almost having to go to the accident room and clean my bottom. Yeah, that's how scared I was.
There you go.
Sorry if you're eating whilst watching this.
He was pooing himself with it. That's what he was doing. So, but yeah, but it was really like that, wasn't it? And so there were bits when it gets really grotesque, and it was made in 1973.
It's quite good fun.
It was a long time ago. So all the effects were practical effects. There's no digital effects in it at all. And interestingly, because nowadays, you know, when you get the breath, I know you talk about this, you know, it's cold outside and you breathe and you get that smoke. Yeah. And nowadays they just put that on digitally most of the time. You know, they'll just put that on. But back then, no digital. But the way that, did you know how they created that effect back then?
Ice,
baby,
freezing.
Ice, baby.
Oh,
no, right, no,
copyright.
that one. Copyright. I'm pretty certain he wouldn't come after us with that one. No, it's the whole room was actually a set, so it wasn't in a house, and they refrigerated it, so the whole thing was a massive refrigerator. So they took the temperature in the room down to sub-zero levels, or just around about zero, so that you got all the breaths. So when everyone was acting in there, they were genuinely cold. And so it looked really realistic because it was real. It's one of those. They looked really cold because they were cold. You're going to die up there.
Yeah.
You know, lots of stuff. But it's a really, really good film. I think it's a magnificent film. And we watched the version, the director's cut it's called now. When it first came out, it was called The Version You've Never Seen. So it was the version I'd never seen, but I've now seen about 20 times, to be honest with you. But your first go. So let's go, let's a proper now. What was your genuine thoughts of The Exorcist?
I think it was spot on. The effects were good, and also the creepiness, which almost made me have a heart attack, was spot on. I loved it. And I would definitely recommend to horror fans out there. Don't recommend it to anyone under the age of 13.
I was 11 when I first saw that film.
You believe that?
So desperate to see it as well. I so wanted to see it.
You're like, yay!
Yeah, but it was. It's a great movie. It's a hell of a movie.
Hell of a movie.
But yeah, it's just everything about it. I think just works. And I know modern audiences might laugh at it a little bit because it's a bit bizarre and absurd at times. But you know, there's lots of really creepy stuff going on. It is Christ himself who compels you.
Yeah, and he has spoiler alert. He has a fit.
Who has a fit? Regan?
The priest.
Oh, the priest. Oh, he has a heart attack, doesn't he?
Bless the poor
He doesn't
soul.
do that, though.
Well, he did. Well, he kind of did.
I mean, that's almost borderline offensive, that. My goodness.
You can call me Twitch.
Twitch.
Oh, you know, my iPhone's just...
No.
Never mind.
Yeah. So basically, Exorcist, really good. Very, very frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely did it. How many? Okay, we're going to start doing.
Very frightening.
We didn't do this.
Galileo.
Oh, Figaro. No, we're not doing Queen. So, Stephen, we're going to start this one off. Actually, we're going to go back because we didn't do the first one we did, Beetlejuice. If you want to go back and watch that video, go back and watch that video.
We'll leave the link down in the description.
Yeah, and like and subscribe, all that stuff. You do need to do that. Ring the bell. Bing. And also but for this one, because the last one was Beetlejuice, and we can't really give that a scare rate, so we're going to give scare ratings and be warned. Make sure you understand it. So we're going to give scares out of 10, screams out of 10. I think. What do you think?
Screams out of 10.
So it's not the jumpiest movie, but it was very creepy and unnerving.
The nerviness, I give a kind of a 9. The jump scare bits, I give it a 10.
10?
Yes.
Remember, that is the best.
I give it an 8.
All right. You got to be careful because I know films that are coming up that we're going to be watching, and we've got some really good ones coming up actually. So you're giving it 8 for the jumps, 9. So I'm going to say that's like I'm going to say we're looking at 8, aren't we?
Yes.
Between the two bits of it, I think that's a fair 8 screams out of 10 for The Exorcist.
8 out of 10, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good one. So go on then. 8 screams, please.
8 screams. Hey, sir, can I have that 8 scream, please? What, would you like a strawberry sauce on it? No, I'd love red sauce. Well, that is red sauce.
I don't know why I let him out. Say goodbye to the folks at home.
Yep, bye-bye.
Right, so yeah, again, give us comments. We will be doing some games. We did read your message, Ian Dobson. So we did read your message. We will be looking at trying to do a live play at some point of Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Are two games, and we think we might do those as live plays. So that'll be fun because he wants to kill me every time we're playing computer games. He really does. So this is what we'll do and in the future. But so thanks for listening. Go watch The Exorcist. Make up your own mind.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like
the
and
werewolves
subscribe.
again. Well, I know. But yeah, do go see The Exorcist. Do take time to watch it. It's an absolute classic. If you are a horror fan, you must see that movie. And do try and remember 1973. Put yourself in that position, you know, and it really is. It's much more satisfying. It's like a really good meal. It's like a really good horror meal.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
enjoy, and we'll see you on the next one.